True power does not lie in how much you can endure, but in knowing when you have had enough. We are often taught that loyalty is a virtue, that staying through the storm is a sign of character, and that giving up on people is a failure. But there is a massive difference between perseverance and self-destruction. Today, we need to talk about the most difficult, yet most liberating skill you will ever learn: the willingness to walk away. This isn't about being cold, heartless, or impulsive. It is about self-respect. It is about setting a standard for how you deserve to be treated, and, more importantly, how you treat yourself. When you lose the ability to walk away, you lose your freedom. You become a prisoner to the whims, moods, and disrespect of others. If someone knows that no matter how they treat you, you will never leave, they have no incentive to change. They have no reason to respect your boundaries, because those boundaries have no consequences. A boundary without a consequence is just a suggestion, and suggestions are easily ignored. This is why walking away is the ultimate act of power. It is the physical manifestation of the sentence, "I love myself more than I need you." Think about the relationships in your life right now. Are you staying because you are being nourished? Or are you staying because you are afraid of the void that leaving would create? Many of us stay in toxic environments or stagnant friendships because we fear the unknown. We fear the silence of being alone. We fear what people will say. But the cost of staying is often much higher than the cost of leaving. When you stay in a place where you are not valued, you leak energy. Your confidence slowly erodes. You start to believe that this mediocrity, this pain, this neglect is all you deserve. Walking away is a message to the universe and to yourself. It says that your peace is non-negotiable. It says that you would rather be alone and whole than together and broken. It takes immense courage to look at someone you love, or a job you've poured years into, and say, "This no longer serves my soul." It is a quiet internal revolution. You don't need to scream, you don't need to make a scene, and you don't need to prove them wrong. You just need to move. You need to remove your presence from where it is not appreciated. The most dangerous person in any negotiation is the one who is willing to leave the table. This applies to business, but it applies even more to your personal life. If you are not willing to walk away, you have no leverage. You are at the mercy of whatever the other person decides to give you. But the moment you become truly willing to walk out that door and mean it, the entire dynamic shifts. People can sense when you have a walk-away point. They can feel the strength of a person who knows their worth. There is a specific kind of grief that comes with walking away. It's the grief of losing the version of the future you had planned with that person. It's the death of an idea. You might feel like you've wasted time, but you must realize that sunk cost is a trap. Just because you spent 5 years making a mistake doesn't mean you should spend 10. Those years weren't wasted if they finally taught you the lesson of when to leave. They were the tuition you paid for your current wisdom. Being willing to walk away also means being comfortable with being misunderstood. When you leave, people will tell stories. They will call you selfish. They will say you didn't try hard enough. They will play the victim. You must be okay with that. Your priority is your mental health and your future, not the preservation of someone else's false narrative. You cannot heal in the same environment that made you sick. You cannot grow in a space that is designed to keep you small. Ask yourself, if you met yourself as a stranger, would you be happy with how you are being treated? If your best friend or your child were in the exact same situation you are in now, what would you tell them to do? We are often far more compassionate toward others than we are toward ourselves. We tell others to leave, to find better, to know their worth, yet we stay, we settle, and we make excuses. It is time to apply that same radical honesty to your own life. Walking away isn't always about a big breakup or a dramatic resignation. Sometimes it's walking away from a conversation that is beneath you. It's walking away from the need to be right. It's walking away from people who only bring drama to your doorstep. It's a daily practice of choosing what gets your attention. Your attention is your most valuable currency. Stop spending it on people who don't deserve it. When you finally walk away, something miraculous happens. Space opens up. In that space, new things can grow. New people who actually respect you can enter. New opportunities that align with your true self can appear. But as long as your hands are full of the baggage of the past, you cannot reach for the future. You have to let go of the good enough to make room for the extraordinary. Do not mistake silence for weakness. The strongest people are often the quietest. They don't argue, they don't plead, and they don't demand respect. They simply leave when it's no longer being offered. They understand that their presence is a gift, and if that gift is being trampled on, they take it back. It is that simple and that difficult. You deserve a life where you don't have to constantly explain your value. You deserve a life where you aren't perpetually exhausted from trying to earn someone's love or approval. You deserve to be in rooms where your presence is celebrated, not tolerated. But you will never find those rooms if you are too afraid to leave the ones you are currently in. The door is right there. It has always been there. You hold the key, and the key is your own will. It will be scary. Your heart will race. You will doubt yourself. But once you cross that threshold, you will feel a weight lift off your shoulders that you didn't even know you were carrying. You will breathe a different kind of air, the air of freedom. Remember, walking away is not a permanent state of isolation. It is a filter. It filters out the noise, the toxicity, and the takers. It leaves you with the truth. And with that truth, you can finally build something real. You can finally build a life that you don't need to escape from. So, look at your life today. Look at the people in it. If they are not helping you grow, if they are not respecting your journey, then have the courage to stand up, turn around, and walk toward your own light. You owe it to the person you are becoming.